Hello everyone, I am Ghulam Abbas. I hope you guys are fine and doing great. In this video, I'm going to show you basically how to configure the power options in Windows 11. So without wasting a lot of time, let's begin. Right click on the start menu and then click settings. I'm going to make it full screen, and then under the system, you will see the option of power and battery. If you click on it, here you can see that this is the overview window, or basically settings page for the power and battery. So basically you can see that Microsoft has divided into three categories of the battery levels of power and battery. So these are the three important factors here. Now if you want to configure the sleep, basically the details regarding to the screen, that comes under the power, which is a screen and sleep. So here you can see that it is basically divided onto two sections of on battery and when it is plugged in. So you can see that it is the setting is by default configured on battery power, turn off my screen after 1 minute, and when it is plugged, turn it off after 10 minutes. And the same thing goes on battery power, put the computer to sleep after 1 minute, or you can also change the timing based on the time of the need. Now this sleep option is really important if you are working in an office or if you are working at home, then there are children at your home. So basically if you're going out for a coffee or an important work has appeared, then that time someone may appear and do some changes, apply some changes on your project. So this may or maybe copy some of your files. So this is not a really good option if you are using your computer for those stuff. So basically it is a very good option because uh, once the screen, or basically once your computer has put to sleep after a moment, when you turn it on, basically it will ask for the password. So it is really important, you must configure the timing based on your need. So here is also the power mode. Now basically the power mode is there's not a lot of changes. It has arrived from the back from the Windows 7. So there you can see that there is best power efficiency, balanced, and then best performance. So one of those power mode if you choose, then the battery life will last that much long based on the power mode that you have selected. And then there's also the option of the battery saver. So you can see that by default it is going to turn on the battery saver at the 20%. You can also turn it on from here, and here's the option. Basically when the percentage reach 20%, you can enable the battery saver by default. So here's also the option of the lower screen brightness when using battery saver. So these are the options by default configured here. So and there's also the last option, which is battery usage, and this part is also connected to this battery level section. If you click on view detailed info, it is going to take you directly under the battery usage. So here you can see that first of all you can set the duration from the 24 hours or the 7 days. There is not any other options. So you can see the application. If you scroll down a bit, you can see the applications that are have used the most battery over the period of time that you have selected. Then here is an option. If you click on it, then you can see that if the application has a many background activities or no. Many Microsoft applications like this your phone, or there was also the application of the Microsoft Teams, which were basically using the background resources. So let's see if this one is using. Yep, you can see that your phone is using the background resources. If you click on it, manage background activity, it is going to take you to the detailed section, and from here you can configure the background apps permission. You can just simply click never, and it is going to stop running it in the background. Now this is the very first part, or basically to put it, the first section of the power configuration in Windows 11. However, Microsoft is deeply trying to bring the settings from control panel into the Windows settings. As you can see that Microsoft has brought many of them, but still there are many features available within the old control panel. Suppose if I have to click on the start menu and on the power button, you can see that I have already added the hibernate option. Now you know, shutdown is basically going to shut down your PC. Restart is going to restart your computer. Sleep, it is going to turn off your computer using a small amount of the battery. Or and hibernate is the opposite of the sleep. It is like suspending. However, you put your computer on the same mode. If you hibernate it, it is going to, when you turn it on, everything will be on the same page. Services, applications, whatever that you have turned on, it is going to be back on the same stuff. So here is also written, turn off the PC but apps stay open. When the PC is turned on, you are back where you left them off. So basically that is hibernate. Now these options, that option is not available within the power settings of the Windows, within the settings of the Windows set application. Now how to enable it? We have to basically open the control panel. The easiest way is search for control panel in the start menu and then open it. After that one, by default, the control panel is going to show itself like this, which is basically the categorized version. You can still access it from here, but just click on it and then choose large icons. Then you can see that every settings that is available within for managing the computer is now available here. Now the option that we are looking is known as power options, and it is located here. Now click on it, and now you can see that these are basically the power option settings for the Windows 11. Basically it is the settings from the Windows 10 and the older version of the Windows that Microsoft previously introduced. Now here you can see that if I want to enable the hibernate, I am going to simply click choose what the power button does. So here you can see, click on this section, which is basically change settings that are currently unavailable. And the moment you click it there, you can see that the hibernate option, I have already checked that one. You can just simply click save and it is going to be applied in the power button. So you can also configure these settings from here if you want. Just go on and save changes. If not, just go back. Now the other thing that I'm looking mostly, that is creating your own plans. So here you can see that as I said before, there are power mode of the power efficiency, the balanced, and performance. If you want to create a custom power mode, you can create from here. Just click on it, and from here you can adjust these settings the way you want: balanced, power saver, or the high performance. So for now, let's go ahead and choose the balanced, which is also the recommended, and then click next. From here you have to configure the turn the display settings, like when the display should turn off after 1 minute or 2 or whatever. You can see that the settings are here. Then click create. Now you can see that the settings have been applied. In the previous edition of the Windows 10, basically we could delete them, but in this edition of the Windows, unfortunately, you cannot delete it, but you can manage it to the advanced sections. Okay, click on change advanced power settings. Then now you can see that this is basically the advanced settings for the power options in Windows 11. So basically every hardware that is connected to the PC, they are using power, and you can configure every part of those powers from the advanced settings. This setting is not available in the settings of the Windows 11, which is right now using, but it is still available in the control panel. So you can see that there is the hard disk, Internet Explorer, desktop background settings, wireless adapter, sleep settings, USB settings, the graphics, then the PCI slots, the processor, display, multimedia, and then finally the battery. So let's go ahead and just take a look at the battery. So here you can see that Microsoft has divided them into these categories. So critical battery notification, you can see that you can receive. And there's also action, it's going to hibernate, and then critical battery level, it is 10%, but you can also change it to 20% or more. It depends on you. So you can see that the setting is on battery and then on plugged in. And there's also the critical battery level. So there's also the same thing, that's the action, and it is the level. When it reaches the 5%, 5 percentage is going to basically hibernate itself. And there's the notification section, that's also turned on. And then the low battery action, it's saying do nothing. You can change the settings and then reserve battery level. So you can see that 7%. So basically you can configure them one after another the way you want them. Okay, there's also the multimedia settings. Just go over, and you are basically going to learn them one after another. If you these, they are not really hard, just you can just open the options, read them, and you are basically good to go with them. So it's saying that multimedia settings when sharing media on battery level, allow computer to sleep. Yep. Video playback quality bias, so you can see that I don't know what this is, but it is a type of playing video which is basically not consuming a lot of the power from the battery. So you can see that if you choose the best performance, basically it's going to cause a lot of the battery usage. There's also the display settings. So here you can see that turn off display after 1 minute. It is basically the same settings with the power and other stuff. So processor power management, so here you can see that minimum and then maximum. So click on it, and then you can see that the minimum processor stage is 5% and the maximum is around 100%. So you can still change these settings the way you want to. And then there is the PCI Express settings, you can change them. And then here is the graphics. Yep, there is they are configured based on the balance. There's also the USB settings, the power that they are using. So there's also the sleep, hypernet, and finally, okay, wireless. Okay, power saving mode, you can see that these settings are available here. And the desktop background settings, there's also the slideshow option. You can see that on battery it is paused, when it's plugged in it is available. And there's also the Internet Explorer, which most of the time it do not exist, but still I think, let me IE, no, Microsoft has removed it. Internet Explorer, Microsoft has removed the Internet Explorer, but the setting is still available here. So you can say that it is no longer needed. And there's also the power usage for the hard drive. So basically these are the advanced power options which are available within the control panel. And basically in the current edition of the Windows 11, if you click on choose when to turn off the display, basically these are the small stuff. You can see that when to turn off the sleeps, these are the settings that previously we went over. Okay, there's also a final option. As I said before, you cannot delete this plan, so basically I'm going to choose the balanced option. That is still good. Yeah, now there's also the battery level. So you can see that basically this is, as you can see right now, my battery percentage is 35% remaining. Now there are options that whenever you are going to buy a laptop, or yeah, you are going to buy a laptop, you're concerned about the battery, whether it is fine, normal, or critical. If it's critical, you can understand. Normal, you can basically still somehow you can understand it. However, there are some times that you cannot understand, and that is the time that you can basically see the timing of the usage of the battery. So I have an article written inside the wikigain.com. Let me, I have to show you. There's a simple command in the, okay, the article, I don't know what was the article name. Okay, hold on, I have to find it. How to check laptop battery health in Windows 11. So basically this is an article that I have written, and it is using the CMD, which is really amazing. So let's just go ahead and perform it. Just open CMD, simply type power CFG, which is basically power configuration. If you don't know the command, just simply at the end type slash and then question mark. It's going to bring every aspect of the command, the syntaxes that is available with this command. You can just read all of them, but for now we are only looking for the command that is basically battery report. Now if I have to copy it, simply type power cfg, and then paste the command that you just copied and then press enter. You can see that it report is created within this directory. If I have to simply copy it, there's no need for that one anymore, and then I'm going to paste it there and open it. You can just specify the path wherever you want. So from here you can see that you can see the total report of the battery over the course of the previously charged, and there's also you can see that the manufacturer of the, okay, from here you can see that the computer name, system product name, BIOS, the operating system build version, the platform role, and then the connected standard. Okay, that's something else. Install batteries. So here you can see that there's only one battery installed on this computer, and then the manufacturer is I don't know, the name of the battery is LPC2PB8 B2. I really don't know. And then the manufacturer is CP TCOS, which is I am for the first time I'm seeing it. So let's see. Okay, let's search it with Google. Apparently, okay, I really don't know. It is some kind of code or whatever. So the most thing is, the very most important section is that the capacity of the battery and the full charge capacity. So you can see that it is, the full capacity is 30,620 uh, MWH, and among that one, how you can see that around 10,000 MWH has been used. So that is really bad. It means around 5% or to 10% the battery has been used since the day I bought this computer from the company. And here's also you can see that the recent usage of the battery based on the timing and how many times it was turned on over the course of the 24 hours or the 3 days. So here you can see that these are the durations. For full details of these, I have written this article here. You have to just simply come here and read them one after another, and I have also calculated them within the calculator that how many percentage of the battery has been used over the time. You can learn everything from here. So basically this is how you can use the power, this is how you can configure the power options in the Windows 11. So have a nice day, goodbye, and I will meet you guys in the next video. And also do not forget to subscribe into our YouTube channel, and I will meet you guys in the next video.